Welcome to the Legalpreneur podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Sager, founder and CEO of Legalpreneur Inc. As a serial entrepreneur and someone that works exclusively with small business owners legally protecting their business, I'm dedicated to covering common legal issues faced by business owners, providing you with the business knowledge you need to catapult your business's growth and showing you just how some of the world's most elite entrepreneurs have handled these legal and business issues themselves. In true attorney fashion, the information in this episode is not legal advice. This is for informational purposes only, and you should always consult with your attorney before implementing any of the information in the show. Hey there, welcome back to another episode of the Legalpreneur podcast. Today's Friday, and I'm coming at you with some business advice, but to go on the same riff of my past couple of Friday episodes, it's going to be a little bit personal. And really today, it's just talking about how spending time alone has helped me in business. So before we get into that, of course, got to give you a few announcements. Number one, the 5-day Legalpreneur Challenge. Go get it. Run, don't walk. You have a discount code. Use podcast and you get a discount off the 5-day Legalpreneur Challenge. And that seriously teaches you everything you need to know about legally protecting your business. Everything from your LLC, contracts, what payment processor. Oh, and you guys, I may have a very amazing payment processor coming to you soon. I have had an amazing privilege of working with them and just been testing them out to make sure I can share them with you guys because I don't want to share it if I don't know if it's going to work. So coming soon. But payment processors are covered, trademarks, copyrights, obviously, compliance, review, and just putting it all together. It's all in the 5-day Legalpreneur Challenge. It's self-paced. Do it on your own time. Get it all done in one day or do it over the course of 5 days, 5 months, completely up to you. Just do it. That way you are protected as soon as possible. Also, don't forget to get on the wait list for Legalpreneur Live. We're getting very close to announcing date and venue. And of course, if you want to sponsor, get with me ASAP so we can get you that info before all the good sponsorships fill up. Okay, today's episode, why you should spend time alone. Now, if you are in a relationship with a significant other, if you have kids, I know this is not always easy. I've been there where I was in a 7-year marriage with 2 kids, and it was not easy spending time alone, especially when I was used to working home alone every day. And then COVID hit, and my ex-husband, who was a teacher, he obviously was at home every day with me. And that was a really tough transition. But ever since I left, I've actually been very, very intentional about spending time alone with myself. And obviously I'm alone, like I live alone. We split our kids 50-50. But what I mean by intentional time alone is time to reflect and go inside yourself and figure out, what do I need right now? What are my needs? Because we go day to day. We stay busy, busy, busy. And if you remember the episode with Joy Harrington, masculine and feminine energy, if you're in your masculine, you're not paying attention to your needs. You're actually disassociating from your needs if you're only staying busy, because you're actually distracting yourself from your needs. And I don't just mean personal needs. I mean, what do you need in business? Because I've found that once I actually take this time, and when I mean alone time, I will sit and journal. I will sit, and I don't mean like, oh, I love myself, affirmation after affirmation. Like those are great, but I make a list. That's my version of journaling. Like every once in a while, I will journal something out. I just feel called to do it. But for the most part, what I mean by journaling is just free writing everything that I need. And you can see this as a to-do list. You can see this as a goal list. I just sit there and figure out, okay, what is everything that I need? Now, I may need a massage at the time. I may need to go get my nails done at the time. I may need peace and quiet. I may need to go find more clients. I may need to hire people. Like there's so many needs, but when you take this time alone to reflect and dig deeper, it really helps to bring to the surface those core needs that you may have been ignoring intentionally or unintentionally. But spending that time alone helps to remind yourself, hey, there are things that I need that I may not be giving myself right now. And it may not just be sitting alone in my living room. I go out to eat alone by myself a lot. Lately, I've actually started cooking, but I go out to eat by myself at least once a week. I will sit alone, and I love doing this because number one, I can people watch, which I love doing. And number two, a lot of times I bring a journal with me. And again, it's not just to like write out all these thoughtful things, like that happens at times. But for me, a lot of times it's just making lists. Honestly, you guys, I make so many different lists. I don't have my journal right here, but if I read to you all of my different lists, I mean, of course, we have like daily to-do lists. We have like weekly to-do lists, monthly to-do lists, like overall to-do list, business to-do list. And then I have like my dream love experience list. Like, I mean, I have list after list after list. And I will tell you, I revisit my dream love experience list all the time. Like after I have an experience that is not my dream love experience, normally it's like, okay, I know what I don't want. So let me make sure that is clearly defined on the list. Now, what I have found, like when I'm making these lists, it's putting it out there into the universe. And it's actually putting it in tangible form. Hey, this is what I desire. And it's going to find you. As long as you're living in alignment, your needs, your desires, they're going to find you. And a lot of times we aren't going to admit, not necessarily, maybe we won't admit the needs, but we don't take the time to bring to fruition our needs. We don't take the time to recognize we have these needs or desires because we stay so busy. So I understand if you have a family, if you have kids, it's hard. It's harder to have this alone time, this free time. But I really want to challenge you guys to at least plan one day a week, one meal a week where you can get out of the house alone. If you have a hard time spending time alone, make yourself a challenge to eat one meal alone and just go and just be in existence. Allow thoughts to come up that may not otherwise come up because your brain's so busy. You're just doing, and not being. So please challenge yourself one night, one day. It can be lunch, dinner, breakfast, whatever. Have a meal alone and just be. Take a journal if you want. You can free write, journal, something you're grateful for, make a list of things. Maybe your goals. Maybe you haven't really written down like a goal list, whether that's lifelong goals, yearly goals, whatever it is. Take this time to be alone and just be and let things come up to the surface. I've done this quite a bit over the past year and a half, and it has helped me tremendously. I mean, tremendously realize what my needs are and realize, hey, I can't just stay busy, grinding all day long. I have to attend to my own needs. And you probably need to do the same. So, hope this helps. Tag me on Instagram if you're making lists. Tag me and show me your list. Next time I'm making a list, I will show you. I'm about to make a list for our lawyer handbook, which is for our legalpreneur lawyers, getting started on that. So, and by the way, you guys, if you know of any small business attorneys, I know I may be the only one, but if you know a lawyer that is looking for more work, send them our way. We're looking for small business attorneys across the country to help us out. All right, you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. I hope you get to spend some time alone, and I'll see you on Monday. Here at Legalpreneur, we're committed to providing a supportive legal community for all business owners. I know how scary the legal stuff can be. If you found this information helpful, I would be so grateful if you could share it with a fellow business owner. And quite frankly, it doesn't cost anything to rate, review, or subscribe to the show. Your support helps me reach more listeners, which allows me to support more business owners in their entrepreneurial journey. Have any questions or comments about the show? Feel free to drop me a line on Instagram. I promise I read all of the messages and comments. And if you want to be a guest on the show or know someone that would make a great guest, simply fill out our application form and a team member will reach out if we think it's a good fit. I'll see you in the next episode.